Hello and welcome. So we've got another game in this series. It came up to be Dungeon Siege 3. A game long, like Dungeon Siege 1, Dungeon Siege 2. Dungeon Siege 1 I played the hell out of. Dungeon Siege 2 not so much. This one I only played through once when it first came out. Finished it. Can't remember really any of the story, but I'm sure it'll come back to me at some point. But yeah, so this is another one that came up in the random number generator of my library. So we're going to have a good look at this. Well, not a good look. We're going to play a good half an hour, 40 minutes of this. Again, if people want to see more of it afterwards when we finished, I'm more than happy to carry on if people want to see more of it. Just to leave likes and comments about the video, and we'll jump right in a minute. Just make sure everything's set. Yep. Again, we're going to play it on probably the hardest settings.
We are the 10th Legion, exiles from a dying empire who founded the Kingdom of Ebb. For 400 years, we guided and protected our people. We gave them peace, prosperity, fair judgment. Some say it was the death of the old king that turned the people against us. That it was Jane Cassinder who took up the sword and drove us from our chapter houses and estates. I was not there for the final battle, when the last of our legion faced Jane Cassinder beneath the boughs of an ancient, hallowed tree. Nor do I know what power she called upon in that forest to murder my comrades and friends. After that, the forest was changed, twisted and ruined. Only Jane walked out of that place alive. 30 years have passed since the Legion was destroyed, and Ebb has suffered in that time. War rages without end between Jane Cassinder in the east and the royal family in the west. A few sons and daughters of the Legion remain. You are one of their number.
Okay, so now we've got character selection. We've got 4 different characters, I believe, to choose from. So we've got Lucas Montbaron, who is the son of the Montbaron who ran the 10th Legion, the last Grand Master of the 10th Legion. He uses a short sword and shield and a long sword. We've got Angeli, who is a spear and staff fighter, who is also has a fiery demon, like devil form. So she's sort of high damage character, I believe. We've got our basic magic user, Reinhardt Anax, who's been a scholar, who's son or daughter of the Legion as well. He uses magic and time manipulation, I think, is his secondary skill. I've got Katarina, who is half daughter of Luke Montbaron, so there's a Montbaron daughter, but born to a Scanzi. I think we'll go with her dual pistol, shotgun, and rifle combination with a bit of magic in it. And she also looks slightly like Angelina Jolie, or is that just me? Yeah, so we're going to go on the hardcore mode just to make it more fun and see how badly I fail at games. But yeah, let's jump right in.
I write to you, my young friend, with urgent news. For many years, Jane Cassinder has hunted you, as she hunts for all the children of the Legion. Your father, Hugh Montbaron, was our last Grand Master, and he would have wanted a better life for his daughter. But he is long dead, murdered by Jane Cassinder. As the last survivor of the Legion, I have tried to protect you in his stead. Years ago, I tracked down your Lascanzi mother. We agreed that you would be safer in my care than with your mother's clan. I still believe that to be true, but I've always regretted taking you from your family. That is why I've done my best to find other Lascanzi witches who could watch over you and teach you their ways. But Jane Cassinder hunts for us still. Now I fear that her spies may be getting close. We cannot delay any longer. We still have a chance to join together, rebuild the Legion, and take our country back from Jane Cassinder before it's too late. The sons and daughters of the Legion are gathering in the north, at the old Mont Baron estate. I urge you to join us in the Valley of Rukenval as quickly as you can. Help us restore all that was lost. Your faithful friend, Odo.
Okay, so key bindings, just a thing about key bindings here. Right, so on we go, forward into the game. So, movement, pretty much standard, WASD, let's go. I'm just getting a few items from the engagement with the camera, can use the mouse button instead. All straightforward controls. It looks quite pretty for an older game. There we go, Mont Baron's on fire. Not a good sign when you're going to meet people who you want to fight with. Okay, carry on. Onward we go. Or not. Yeah, let's go. So press E to interact with objects. You were stabbed by a sword. Okay. Supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Horrible, horrible. Okay, right, chest. No. Aha, so we're going to need a new rifle for her. Let's have a look. I think one issue with like this equipping screen is women having to go in it every time you get a new item to see if it's better than what you've got on. There's no quick like. Well, it might be a quick one, I might just be shockingly rubbish at finding them. But yeah, it's like no quick equip, so you pick something up, you'll equip it straight away if it's better, like what Diablo has on the... It's a quick, like, showing if you can equip a weapon off the ground, or am I just speaking incorrectly? Oh well. Yeah, so let's kill a few things. Right, it's a chest. What do we get? Got a few gloves, I think. Oh no, gloves. You don't put gloves on your top. Ah, you put gloves in your hand. Shouting shit again. Okay, so...
Well, well, it seems we have another rat trying to escape the trap.
So yeah, combat is just pretty much click and click for combos and stuff like that. It's not massively hard to do. See what I mean? Having to re-equip, going into this screen to equip new stuff all the time. But there might be a way of doing it, I'm just utterly not really worried about it. So holding space allows us to do dodges and stuff. You have to be standing still, so that is one thing that I need to remember. The rifle does a lot of damage. Loads of people use your special ability, chooses a focus, just one big shotgun. Switch to the pistol shotgun to do a lot of close range damage, and that makes sense.
In here. I was afraid everyone else was dead. Are you all right?
I'm fine, but who are you? Have we met?
No, but Odo's told me stories. You're the half-blood girl. This estate belonged to your father. My name is Martin Guiscard, and I'm a friend of Odo's, and a son of the Legion.
When I got here, the house was on fire, and everyone was dead. How did this happen?
We didn't have any warning. They surrounded the house and hit us fast. I don't even know who hired them. Damn, they found us again. We can't wait any longer. I've set a trap. 3 kegs of gunpowder on the bridge below. Thought I'd cover my escape if they found me. All we need to do is light the fuses. Come on, to the bridge.
To the bridge then. Right. So we'll just shoot a few barrels, get some more cash. Off we go downstairs, more barrels. More barrels. Don't really know how much money is good or bad, but money's always good. Good chest. Ah, there's a blouse, so she can have a new top.
Go on, light the fuses.
But I'm shooting barrels first. He's the world's best barrel killer. Oh, she's got a green orb as well for health bonuses.
2 more to light. Hurry.
Fuses.
And the last.
Probably not a good idea to light fuses and then run across a bridge. If it works.
The Mount Baron estate burned, and with it my dream of a reborn 10th Legion. Or so I thought. I did not know that you and Martin Guiscard had escaped the destruction. As you fled into the night, you bore with you the future of the Legion. Pursued by enemies, fleeing toward an uncertain fate, you made your way across the empty leagues of the Rukenval. Throughout the journey, you were driven by a single hope, that others had survived the devastation, and that they reached the safety of the Rukenval chapter house. It was a slender hope, to be sure, but even a small hope can warm a man in the cold dark of night. As long as you drew breath, the 10th Legion yet lived, but your foes pressed close about, hunting you. The fate of the Legion, the fate of Ebb itself, rested with you.
I know this part of the valley. We've come a long way. I think we're close to the old Legion chapter house. If any of our friends are still alive, that's where they'll be.
The Legion had a chapter house here, in this valley?
They built chapter houses in every part of Ebb, even in remote places like this. They were strongholds where legionnaires would meet, sometimes in fellowship, sometimes for war. You should have seen the grand chapter house in Stonebridge, headquarters for the whole Legion. My father took me inside it once.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
Odo sent letters to all the descendants of the Legion. He wanted to gather them here, train them as legionnaires, and take back the country. Most had already arrived when the mercenaries found us. They surrounded the estate, must have killed the men who were on watch. They smashed through the windows and the doors, slaughtered everyone they could find. Then they set fire to the house.
Those mercenary soldiers, have you fought them before?
They were Leskanzi, kin to you on your mother's side. Probably a good thing you were raised by the Legion. I have no idea who sent them here. Leskanzi will fight for anyone who pays them. No, our real enemy hasn't shown himself, or herself. Not yet.
How many people were in the estate when you were attacked?
Almost 40. All sons and daughters of the Legion. Some of them had fought in the wars, but the rest, they were no match for those soldiers. We can hope that a few survived, but most of them are dead. Our enemies didn't seem interested in prisoners.
Did you see what happened to Odo?
No. I lost sight of him when the fire started. But we agreed to meet at the old chapter house if anything went wrong.
That's enough about the attack for now.
Right. Maybe Odo can tell us more, if he's alive.
I've never been here before. Does this valley have a name?
They call it the Rukenval. It's hard country, not easy to control, even with an army. That's why Odo chose this place. He thought we'd be safe here, while we trained a new legion.
How many people live out here?
Only a few. There's a village, Raven's Rill. Most of the people are hunters and trappers, from all I've heard. Pilgrims and merchants used to come here before the Legion fell. Made the town rich. But that was years ago, when the roads were still safe.
Was my father born here, in the Rukenval?
I think so. The Montbarons were granted their land by King Conrad, and the family lived here ever since. Another Legion family had a manor here too. The Gunderics, an old line. Your father didn't trust them.
You said this is hard country. Are there any dangers I should know about?
Spiders. They're as large as a man, and they're smart. They'll ambush travelers on the road. And there's worse things in the forest. Have you heard of the Dakenware? The Beast Lords? In other parts of Ebb, they're only stories. Out here, believe me, they're all too real.
Thank you. That's all I need to know about the valley.
Sorry I couldn't tell you more. I've only been here for a few weeks myself.
Let's keep moving. We can talk more later.
You're right. The chapter house isn't far. Follow me.
Okay, so we've got to now head off towards the chapter house. Just, they've put a save point here, so we might as well use it. Here we go. Oh, excuse me.
If our enemies knew we were at the estate,
On we
they may
go.
have guessed that we'd make a run for the chapter house. No help for it, though.
Shut up.
That's
Marcus.
where we agreed to
Quiet.
meet. We'll have to stay sharp. They could come for us anywhere, at any time.
Okay, so a bit more about abilities and stuff. He's very chatty. Right, let's equip some stuff that we've not equipped yet. Yeah, we'll go with them to give better agility. We'll probably want the armour. All nice and quiet around here. So quiet.
A military camp. Less Kanzi by the look of it.
Oh,
Can't be a coincidence. Let's look around. So, there's a bounty on our heads. That means they know we're alive, and they're still... We might find out what they're planning.
I'll just shoot you in the head, Marcus, and hand you in. Wouldn't that be a better way of doing it? No, that'd be mean, wouldn't it? Okay, so they've been paid. The Skansi have been paid to bring the heads of legionnaires, dead or alive. Bonuses for their heads. So, oh, no.
There it is. The bridge to the chapter house.
Yeah, I think we need to use this one. Seems like a conveniently placed save point just after we've had one. So we're at the bridge. Let's continue on.
Looks like trouble up ahead.
Huh? What's this? Oh well. Looks like I'll make some decent coin for this job after all.
Decent coin? What do you mean?
They told us to look for a woman of Liskanzi blood. The bastard daughter of Mount Baron. And here you are, traveling with the Legion, man. I'll get a handsome bonus for your heads. The rest of the boys spread out, trying to run you to ground. But me, I'm clever. I knew you'd bolt for this place.
Who's paying this bonus for killing legionnaires?
I don't get paid for answering fool questions. I get paid for killing legionnaires. Lively up, boys. It's time to earn some gold.
Okay, so we've got to fight this guy. Wow, he's a boss. He's going to be hard. Stop shooting the boss. Shoot the other guys. Shoot the other guys. Little guys. Thank you. Come on. Do it. Ow.
We're outflanked. More coming up from behind.
Okay, they're coming from behind. I see them. Keep firing. Keep firing.
Damn. I've been shot. By that
Yes,
bastard
you've
with a
been shot
gun.
by a bastard with a gun. What else would you be shot by? A gorilla with a gun? A pigeon? Potato? I don't know. You'd be shot by
If
a
we're
sword,
lucky,
apparently.
Odo is on the other side of this gate.
Well, hopefully Odo's in there. I just saw him in his cutscene. He is in there, because I just saw him in the cutscene. It's kind of not a well-hidden character policeman there, but we'll let him off. Okay, so in we go, and we'll see Odo now.
You're alive? Both of you? I thought I was the only one left.
Odo, you made it. But where are...
The others, the men and women I've kept safe for 30 years, dead. All of them.
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
I can think of a few possibilities. Jane Cassinder, for one. As long as we're alive, we're a threat. A symbol of the nation she destroyed. And there's the royal court, or what's left of it. They may still blame the Legion for the old king's death.
You don't seem hurt. How did you get out?
I rounded up a few of our people. The only ones who hadn't been killed. Renaud, Hannah, and one of the twins from Drakenberg. Giles, I think. We jumped from the second floor of the house, made a break for the woods.
Who else could have survived? We need to find them.
My ward, Anjali. I sent her to keep watch for latecomers. She wasn't at the estate when we were attacked.
What about Lucas Montbaron? I didn't see him at the gathering. He wouldn't have known to meet us here, and he might still be alive.
Might have been one or two others who hadn't arrived yet when we were attacked. Hard to say.
I thought the Montbarons were dead and gone.
All but one. Lucas is the youngest son of the old Grand Master, Hugh Montbaron.
He was born just before the Legion's fall. Raised by friends of the Legion, passed from household to household to avoid Jane Cassinder's spies.
Odo, who is this ward of yours?
Anjali, my adopted daughter. She's unique. Has a foreign look about her.
Resourceful girl. Learned that from me. Fights with a spear. She'll be hard to miss.
If they're alive, I'll find them. Martin, you'd better stay here.
I agree. You're bleeding, Giscard, and you can barely stand up.
I'll do what I can for Martin, but he'll be no help to you, not like this. I'm sorry. You'll be on your own until you find the others.
You know this valley better than me. Where could they have gone?
Raven's Rill. It's the only town in the valley. The people here stayed true to the Legion, even when the rest of Ebb turned against us.
I'll head for Raven's Rill then.
The town is west of here. Cross the bridge and turn right at the crossroads. Try to find Lazar Basili, the town boyar. He's an old friend and he'll help us if he can.
And be careful. Those mercenaries are still here in the valley. Keep your eyes sharp and come back safe.
Okay, so we just got our lovely level up, so we've got some points to spend on characters and stuff, on the character stuff, so the tutorials about the ability screens and stuff. It wants us to buy the healing, the defensive skill, so we've got to do that. There's nothing else we can buy. But we can upgrade skills individually, so and they each get two different ways of going. Probably going to go with a healing skill because it might be more useful, but I don't know. I have no idea. Haven't played Katarina before, so yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll go with healing. There we go. Now we've got talents, which are just random, not random at all, but they're base ones for all characters. So you just do base things. I'm gonna go with, probably gonna go with agility. Yeah, go with agility. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching this. Got more games coming in this series. Hope you're enjoying them. I can't remember which one's next on the list. Let me just check. Ah, it's XCOM. We'll be playing XCOM Enemy Within is the next one on the thing. We'll do a couple of missions in that. But thank you very much for watching.